In this lecture we are going to start with the second part of the fifth unit, that is fractals. So what is fractal? So fractal is nothing but a curve or the geometrical figure, and each part of which has the same statistical character as the whole. If we consider this as an figure, then if we draw one part of this figure, then each part of which has the same statistical character as the whole. इस पार्ट का जो भी statistical characteristics होगी वही all other parts की होगी, that is nothing but the fractals. So fractals are used to draw the structures like snowflake and all. Okay, so these are the introduction. Now in graphics, simple object or picture generated by using the equation or formula, but generated complex objects such as natural objects, for example mountain, trees, cloud, we can't draw using this formula. Means simple object like triangle, square, rectangle, this we can draw by using the formula, but the complex objects such as mountain, trees, we cannot draw using such formulas. So we need to apply this formula again and again to form this structure. Okay, so in simple word, the process of applying same procedure repeatedly is called fractals. Clear? So this is nothing but the introduction. Now there are three types of fractals, which we called it as classification also. So self-similar. First is the self-similar. So what is the self-similar? That is, those fractals have parts as scaled down version of entire object. We can construct the object by applying different scaling factor to all parts or by using same scaling factor for all. If we use random scaling factor to generate the subparts, fractals is called statistically self-similar. This is used to construct the shapes like trees, shrubs, plants, etc. So what is self-similar fractal? In short, अगर हम लोग एक ही स्केलिंग फैक्टर यूज करेंगे, सपोज दिस इज द सब पार्ट ऑफ अवर structure. Okay, if we use any scaling factor, if we apply any scaling factor to this sub part, and same we can apply to the whole trees or whole structure, then it is called as the self similar structure or self similar fractal. Clear? सो रैंडम स्केलिंग अगर यूज़ करते तो हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे, स्टैटिस्टिकली सेल्फ सिमिलर है. मीन्स रैंडम फैक्टर्स मीन्स और इसके लिए अलग, इसके लिए अलग, इसके लिए अलग, इसके लिए अलग अगर हम लोग यूज़ करेंगे, रैंडम स्केलिंग फैक्टर्स हम लोग यूज़ करेंगे टू जनरेट द सब पार्ट्स, देन इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज द स्टैटिस्टिकली सेल्फ सिमिलर fractals. Clear? So this is about the self similar. Okay, next is the self-affine fractals. So such fractals use different scaling factor for all the three directions. So we can add random variation to get statistically self-affine fractals. This class of fractals are used to model the rain, water, cloud, etc. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है, तीनों डायरेक्शन में मीन्स एक्स, वाई एंड जेड, अगर कोई हमने यहाँ पे माउंटेन ड्रॉ किया है like this, and if we apply different scaling factor in all the three direction, and उसके बाद अगर random variation से उसे add करते हैं, so that we called it as a self affine fractals. and ये जो class of fractals है ये use होता है to model the retrain of water and clouds etc. ठीक है. next is the invariant fractals. So what is where it is used, that is non-linear transformation is applied to construct such fractals. A self-squaring function is complex space produces self-squaring fractals like Mandelbrot. Self-inverse fractals are generated using the inversion procedure. Clear? तो यहाँ पे क्या है कि नॉन linear transformation we are applying to construct the fractals. ओके, नॉन लीनियर मीन्स व्हाट, सेम ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हम लोग नहीं यूज़ करेंगे while constructing the fractals. We use the non-linear transformation to construct the fractals. Okay. Next, this is all about the types of fractals, or it is called as the classification of fractals. Next, the applications of fractals, where it is gets used. So, modeling natural structures like geometric tree train, then mountain, plant structure, clouds, vegetables, etc. Study of chaotic phenomenon, fractal art, space research, study of convergence of iterative process, engineering and architecture, medical science, chemical processes, medical diagnostic images, fluid mechanics, image compression and telecommunication. These are the areas where these fractals are gets used mostly. So today we are going to stop over here.